It's 12 minutes past 8. Now, an American actress says that she fears for her life after appearing in an anti-Islam film that caused violent demonstrations across the Middle East.
President Obama called the film disgusting in a speech to the United Nations yesterday, but it hasn't stopped the violence. We're talking to actress Lee Garcia in just a moment, but here's what the fuss is about. The image of America is in tatters across the Islamic world. Groups of Muslims are protesting against an amateur film made in the US, which insults their religion. The anger started in Egypt. A protest became a riot as 3,000 people tried to get inside the US embassy. In Libya, they succeeded. Rioters killed 4 people, including the American ambassador. And outrage at the film has been blamed for dozens of deaths in over a fortnight of violence. President Obama has called for calm.
I have made it clear that the United States government had nothing to do with this video. It is an insult not only to Muslims, but to America as well.
But Obama's image was being attacked in the streets of Pakistan yesterday. The world is wondering where this anger will end.
Well, we can talk now to actress Lee Garcia, who is in our New York studio and who appeared in that film. But what did you think the movie was about?
When I was first called into the casting call to audition, I was told that it was based on an adventure film and, that they were filming in the desert 2,000 years ago. So the 4 days, 3.5, 4 days that I was on set, there was actually sword fighting. There was interacting with the man that played my husband, and there was nothing mentioned of Muslims or Muhammad or anything like that. I would not have never been involved in a film like that. So I was just lied to. I feel embarrassed to be in it. I love acting. It's a passion of mine on a personal level. I don't want this to affect my career. But more than anything, the violence that's gone on over there because of that, it's very upsetting to me to know that I was in that film. Had I known that the man that wrote the script was going to change everything and he had a hidden agenda to do what he did. The day that everything had broken out in Libya, I had called him and I asked him, I said, why did you do this to us? And he said that, Cindy, I said, the broadcasting networks, they're coming at me, they're asking me, what's going on? And he told me, he said, Cindy, you tell him you're innocent, tell him that he wrote the script, that he's the one that did it because he was tired of the radical Muslims killing innocent people and that he was from Israel. I personally don't believe him, pretty much anything he says, based on the fact that he just duped us, and no one at the time when I was on set used the word Muhammad or Muslims. We were in reference to a man whose name was Master George. Evidently, he was throughout the 14-minute clip. I don't believe there's ever been the 2-hour feature film that was ever finished. I could never pull up Desert Warriors. That was the original name of the film, Desert Warriors. Finally, after a year had gone by, I contacted Sam Bissell, and he said that I could find it on YouTube by typing in Sam-Bissell. And when I did that, a clip popped up, several clips, and the reason I recognized the clip was the man that played Master George. His face was on there. When I clicked onto the link...
You were saying that your voice and what you said was actually dubbed. You said you were embarrassed. I would imagine scared as well.
I was embarrassed.
But
I was embarrassed.
But you must be frightened.
But Cindy, we're hearing over the weekend of a Pakistani government minister offering $100,000 for the death of the filmmaker. You must be petrified.
Well, I trust God. I'm also a Christian. There's been death threats made against my life. And like I said, I do trust God. God knows that I'm innocent, and I believe that he has my back. And I came forward to tell America that I'm not guilty of this, that the man that wrote the script, he's the one that's guilty of it. He played this whole thing out. He made the clip what he wanted to be, and he posted it. The other actors that were there with me during the time that I was being filmed, they never used the word Muhammad or Muslims. We were going according to the script that we were handed. So then as I watched the clip later, I guess the 14-minute clip, and I saw all kinds of things in there, sexual content, things that I wouldn't have been involved in. That was the embarrassing part to me. And then they had dubbed over my mouth to make it look like I was saying something that I did not say. My content, my words that I was speaking was different.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Good luck in clearing your name.
Worrying.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.